Sword and magic. 7th day, I believe. I'm going, Shiro. I'll bring you home something, so be good. And you should stop being annoying. Fujine goes to work, waving goodbye. I'll get going too. I'll be home a bit later since I'm going by my house, but I'll be home before dinner, so don't do anything careless while I'm gone. Sosuke says goodbye with a look and leaves for school. Well, the time is just past 7:30. I was able to send them off without delay, so there's only one thing to do now. Well, let's continue from yesterday. Let's go to the dojo, Saber. Are we starting the training immediately? We just ate breakfast, so should we not rest for a while? Still gonna get your ass kicked though. There's no need to worry. I've trained enough to be able to move right after eating, and we had toast this morning too. I don't live so unhealthily that bread sits heavy in my stomach. Burnt toast to be exact. Oh, if you say so, it is fine. I do not mind. Or if you say it is fine. Then there's no problem. Let's go. I'll show you the results of planning all last night on how to hit you at least once. Not gonna happen. Although he's gonna be getting hit quite a bit. I'm blown to the ground along with my defending Shinai, not able to fully dodge Saber's counterattack. The hand holding my Shinai is numb. It was a counterattack received only after charging into her with all my might trying to overpower her. Naturally, I'll drop my Shinai and fall on my butt. Damn, I thought that would work. Your judgments are too optimistic. Please understand that you cannot defeat a servant even if you put your life at risk in an attack. It is good to have determination. Please consider your opponent first. If you say so, but I'll be beaten eventually if I'm not on the defensive. I have to go on the offensive if there's a chance. That is true, but you do not understand how to make use of such a chance. If you were to attack risking your life, you should wait for an appropriate chance. You don't even need to tell me. You looked away for a bit earlier, right? Something like that only happens maybe once a day, so I thought it was a chance. It was good that you were able to make that judgment in an instant, but that was only an opening I made intentionally. I averted my gaze to see if you would be agitated by it, but I would never have thought you would come straight for me. You're mean. It's no good making fun of a beginner. It's because you suck. I'm not making fun of you. Even if it is a plot of mine, as long as it is just an opening, I bear some risk as well. But then, the risk I took averting my gaze and the risk you took coming at me with your life do not even need to be scaled. So the point is to softly attack the small openings. A large swing will miss the opportunity. No, I'll bet you want to say that I should act according to the size of the opening, right? Yes, so please try to estimate the size of the opening. But you are much clearer than yesterday on the line of death. Once you obtain the skill to sense danger, the decisions of whom to fight and what to do naturally become limited. Saber comments happily. If I'm not imagining things, she might be happy that her student has improved a bit. It is almost time to take a break. Should I go and get some water, Shiro? Oh, that's fine. I brought a kettle, so I'll drink from that. I pull my tired body over to the wall. I wipe my sweat off with the towel and prepare and drink the water out of the kettle. Phew. I exhale. For 3 hours since I saw Fujine and Tosuka out, I've been fighting Saber. As usual, Saber doesn't explain anything, and I don't ask anything as we cross swords. It's a match with pretty much no chance of my victory, but my body moves better the more I fight Saber. I'm not hoping to improve my fighting techniques. This is just letting my body, not my mind, get used to battle. But it's still better than doing nothing, and since I don't have anything, I'll be of no use unless I train this one aspect. When the time comes for me to face a master, if I'm thinking about how to fight, that'll surely prove fatal. Saber's not sweating, as I expected. I feel down, but I won't be able to catch up to her in a day or two. Saber is resting her body, sitting Japanese style like yesterday. It's a waste just sitting here absent-mindedly. It's break time, so I'll talk to her. Alright then. Oh, is it time to make a choice again? Yes! I want to know why Saber's fighting. I'm pretty sure we asked her that before. A super move even a crab can use. I don't know what that other option is about. A super move only even a crab can use? I guess we should ask again why she's fighting? Might not be a good idea. But I feel like the second option is really stupid. I guess we're asking about a move that can defeat Saber somehow or something. I'm not really sure. Let's go with number one. I feel like that's probably the more important question here. Why does she desire battle so much? I might be able to understand Saber's mindset if I can find out why she seeks the Holy Grail. The reward of the Holy Grail War. Obviously. But is that really something I can ask her? Saber, can I ask you a question? Yes, what is it, Shiro? It's something I forgot to ask. You're lending me your power because you want the Holy Grail, right? So, what do you want from the Holy Grail? So, just because you want it, then? The reason I seek the Holy Grail? Can it not be because I desire it? The Holy Grail is an almighty vessel. There is no wish that cannot be granted if one possesses it. One needs no reason to seek such a thing. No, that's not what I'm asking. Saber, you're trying not to answer my question, right? Oh, Shiro, that's... I don't want to know the reason you seek it. I want to know what the wish you want granted is. But if you don't want to say it, that's fine. My wishes aren't things I can talk about either. Saber closes her mouth awkwardly. Well, it's only natural. Saber didn't form the contract to help me personally. Since the only ones who can obtain the Holy Grail are the Masters, she's only helping me to take share in the reward. That's why she must be hesitating to tell her wish, and most of all, I myself don't want to hear Saber describe a selfish wish. So I shouldn't have asked. Well, my bad, excuse me, Shiro. After all, it's rude for a person without a clear wish to ask other people's wishes.
Shiro,
is that a command as a master? Suddenly, Saber asks the question with a serious expression. No, it's not. I didn't intend that. I was just curious about you. Sorry for asking about it. No, as a servant, I must certainly tell my master my wish. Shiro, I seek the Holy Grail to fulfill an obligation. I want the power of the Holy Grail to accomplish a duty I could not accomplish during my lifetime. Directly, with honest eyes, she says though. Accomplish a duty? During your lifetime? You mean before you became a servant? Yes, but I do not know my true intentions myself. Perhaps I only desire to redo things again. Saber looks down quietly. For a moment, she looks like a repentant lost child. I see. Anyways, I'm relieved. I was worried what I should do if you said something like Tosaka, like your dream is to take over the world. I'm imagining Tosaka as like a totalitarian dictator right now. Guess that means she's laughing. Rin would be mad if she heard that. She's not someone who would say such a thing. She would use the Holy Grail purely for her own benefit, but it would not be something that would bring chaos to the world. Really? I think we should never let her have the Holy Grail for a completely different reason. I nod to myself. Saber is watching me with a gentle expression. That's the end of the conversation. It was a subject I should have kept away from. The atmosphere is softened by the talk of Tosaka, so let's end this conversation right here. But a small pain remains in my chest. Even though I'm relieved that Saber's wish isn't a vulgar one, I think there's something wrong with that wish of hers. It's very naive and probably very... I mean, she just wants to redo something that happened in her past. I don't know. I feel I'm of the mindset that you really should just move on from the mistakes you've made in the past, but that's just me. Before I realize it, it's noon. It is lunchtime, Shiro. Yeah, it's lunchtime. We confirm this to each other as both our stomachs growl. Let's eat. Is there something you'd like, Saber? When she does that, she reminds me of a nun. Nothing in particular. I'm most satisfied with the food you prepare. Saber's expression is a bit strange. She's praying to Jesus. Well, it helps that she's not nagging like Tosaka. Going grocery shopping again. I wonder who we'll run into. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Then I'll go get some groceries. I'll come home around the same time as yesterday, so go on ahead to the living room. Yes, I'll be waiting, Shiro. Gonna get some more taiyaki. I decided to try making shrimp dumpling, which I have wanted to try making for a while. It's a dish that is a bit larger than the taiyaki, takoyaki, and it's really hot and tasty. I bought some mustard and also the snacks for the 3 o'clock tea. I put the groceries into the bicycle cart. Oh yeah, I met Ilya here yesterday. She's not here. No, it would be a problem if she was here every day, but not having her here is rather disappointing. I haven't told Saber or Tosaka that I met Ilya yesterday, because Ilya didn't seem like an enemy. I was hesitant to tell them about her. No way. Just because she was here yesterday doesn't mean she'll be here today. And sure enough, she probably is. So I get on the bike and go straight home, go and visit the park. There's more choices in this day. I think there has to be at least one choice each day. I'm pretty sure there was one the day before this one, so go straight home or go and visit the park. I feel like it would probably be bad if we went to visit the park. I don't think we want to run into Ilya, so I think it'd probably be the better choice to go home. Let's try that. I'll go straight home. Saber is looking forward to the lunch, and I'm in no position to stop by anywhere. So I make the shrimp dumplings, and it turns out really bad. It's not really a dish to eat with rice, but it's best with alcohol. Even though he's probably underage, let's just put some alcohol in there. Originally, it was something I learned to cook at the bar restaurant I work at. Shiro, this is really hot. Saber eats the round, deep-fried food bigger than a golf ball, but smaller than a tennis ball. Are you sensitive to hot food, Saber? Or do you not like such roughly made food? No, I have no problem with it either. The hotness is interesting, and the taste is coarse, but I can also feel a great deal of care. I see. I'm glad you like it. Yes, it is too bad we cannot let Rin or Taiga have some. I think that's a good thing. Saber continues to eat silently. Perhaps because she worked out in the morning, it seems she's eating more than usual. I don't know if this is appropriate for a guy, but I'm happy if someone eats my food, even more so if they think it's good. I'm unskilled as a master, so if Saber gets happy from just this, I'll put more effort into making meals. Huh? Saber's looking at the empty plate with an intense expression. Saber, I'll make some more if that wasn't enough. No, I've enjoyed it. It is not that I did not have enough. Alright, then let's have some tea. I'll go brew some right away, so wait here. I take the empty plates into the kitchen. I put the dishes into the sink and put the kettle over the fire to make some tea. Oh yeah, Saber, how about having a different kind of tea? I pop my face out of the kitchen. And... But this isn't a problem. Shiro's food is good. If I stop eating from now on, my will to fight will certainly decrease. I love how she's just saying this out loud. Like, yeah, we can't hear you, Saber. Totally can't hear what you're saying right now. I'm still too indulgent. I have experienced it several times, but starvation tactics are so dreadful. Well, what the fuck is this music? I take it back. I'll stop putting so much effort into cooking. Burn everything. If I keep putting more effort into cooking like this, she might end up making me into her personal cook. Yup. People shouldn't overdo things. Shiro is apparently the Gordon Ramsay of this universe. Even after lunch, we do the same things. I wholeheartedly exchange Shinai blows with Saber. The training that should continue until Tosaka or Fujine gets home is interrupted by a doorbell to let me know a visitor is here. Shiro, it seems there is a visitor. How can you hear the doorbell all the way from there? Aren't they in a separate building? Yeah, I heard it. So please stay here. Or I'll go, so please stay here. No. There is a possibility that it is an unwanted visitor. I shall accompany you, just in case. What Saber says is plausible. It is, but if the visitor happens to be a neighbor, there is a chance they'll get suspicious of Saber. Because it's supposedly just me living in this house. But... well, what happens will be what happens. Sakura and Fujine come here often, so I shouldn't start worrying about public image now. Alright, come on, Saber, but please stay quiet if the visitor is a normal person. I know. I'm to be your distant relative, is that right? Yep, even though you look nothing like him. Yeah, that's good. And also probably aren't Japanese. I don't think that's really a spoiler. More like a hint to a spoiler. Yeah, I'm coming. Hurried by the doorbell, I opened the entrance door. Oh, look, it's... fuck, what was this guy's name again? Damn it, how could I forget? Well, he's not an important character, so who cares? Excuse me, I heard you were not feeling well, so I came to see how you were doing, Emiya. Instead, the visitor is not some enemy or some neighbor, but a friend from school. Alright, Issei. Oh, it's just you, Issei. I was practicing my abstinence, and then I decided to come see you, Shiro. It's rude to say that. Is that an appropriate attitude to take towards a friend who has come to see you? Complaining, Issei hands me a paper bag. What's this? Apples? It's a get well gift. When the person who usually never gets sick is absent from school, I should at least bring something. I'm grateful for his concern, but I'm not absent because I'm sick. And also, it seems wrong for a young student to bring a bag of apples for a sick friend. What, Emiya? Do you not like fruit? Or don't you like fruit? Oh, I like them. Yeah, it's complicated, but I'll accept your good intentions. I bow in appreciation. Oh. Emiya, this is a sudden question, but who is that woman behind you? Huh? Whoops. That said, I turn around. That's right, we did bring a woman with us, didn't we? Of course, Saber followed me here. Oh. I see. Issei must have seen Saber when I bowed. It's not someone I've seen before. Why is such a woman at your house? Issei stares rudely at Saber. He's really bashful in front of strangers, and he can be really cold-hearted towards strangers or people he dislikes. Don't call her that. Well, she's called Saber, and, yeah, Saber's a totally common name, by the way. I'm a distant relative of Shiro. I was treated kindly by the master of this house, Kiritsugu, when he was in my country. I came to sightsee here the other day, and I'm staying here thanks to my relation to him. Huh? Saber smoothly delivers a convincing story. He also loved killing people. So you're an acquaintance of Emiya's father. I hear he loved traveling. I'm sure he would have had the chance to meet someone like you. What? Rito Issei, who's supposedly bashful around strangers, easily accepts the fact. I see. I understand your situation, Emiya. Your sickness is just an excuse, and you were showing her around, right? Good thing he made a better excuse for us. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess I'm not lying on the grand scale. Then you won't mind if I intrude. Give me some tea in appreciation for bringing it back. Let's talk about what has happened at school these past 2 days. Issei comes in, taking off his shoes, pretty much inviting himself in. What do you mean by appreciation? I'm busy, you know. Let's talk some other time. What are you saying? You left your bike outside our place, right? I guess he forgot about that. Oh yeah, I left my bike at the Reupload temple. Yeah, so I brought your bike. Even though I was busy, I went straight home without attending the student council and came here. Are you saying you cannot give me even some tea for that? Or you cannot give me some tea for that? Ugh. That's certainly helpful. Even though I have 3 bicycles, the one I left at the Reupload temple is the most expensive one and my favorite. Sorry, Saber, can we take a little break? No. Saber nods silently. Sorry, could you guys go to the living room? I'll go prepare some tea. Japanese tea for Issei and English tea for Saber, right? But I thought you were related. She's English? What? I'm not joining as well? I do not know about that. I do not think you will be able to talk freely with your friend if I'm there. Or, I am joining as well, excuse me. That's not true, right, Issei? Right, girls are allowed, but Saber-san is fine. Humble women are part of our cultural heritage. See? So please go on ahead. Yes, I understand, but Shiro. What, is there something else? Could I have Japanese tea as well? I do not dislike Japanese tea. For some reason, Saber says so clearly. It feels a bit weird, her saying that in her usual manner. So this is really becoming Fate's Day Kitchen, isn't it? We talk about meaningless things for an hour, then Issei decides to go home. The conversation we had in the living room was mostly about school, and I asked him tentatively if there was anything strange going on, but it seems school continued as usual. Schools usually tend to do that. I see. I'll see you. Will you be skipping tomorrow as well? Of course. Yeah, I can't go to school this week. I'll have to be with Saber again tomorrow. I see. Well, there shouldn't be any problems if you're with that girl. There are suspicious aspects, but they don't even need to be considered. Issei nods to himself. Come to think of it, how is it possible for this guy so bashful around strangers not to hate Saber? Hey, Issei, you're in a good mood even though it was your first time meeting Saber. What's up with that? What are you saying? I grew up in a temple. What would I do if I couldn't tell good from evil? I do not know her origins, but her spirit is pure. She cannot be a bad person. Yes, I can sense people's spirits. I'm like a medium now. Wow, so you can tell that sort of thing? I'm a bit impressed. Well, I can't normally, but even an amateur can tell if it's that great. The divinity of a Buddha.
美しい。
Even a monk in training will notice divinity if a Buddha stands next to him. In other words, Saber-san is that beautiful. This is rare indeed. Issei is praising a woman. I see, so you like Saber too. That's good. I was worried Issei wouldn't like her since all she did was sit there and listen silently. Of course, she's a good girl. It's hard to dislike her. Yeah, I see, she's a good girl, but she's a little antisocial, right? She's always like that, so it doesn't mean she dislikes you. Huh? Is she antisocial? She is. She hasn't laughed yet. She's always had a troubled face even when we were laughing and talking about Fujine. No, she was smiling quite a lot. Huh? That's ridiculous. It's true that Saber looks peaceful sometimes, but when I haven't yet seen her smile even once. Oh bullshit, we've seen her smile before. Shiro, your memory sucks. You're lying. I can't imagine Saber bursting her sides with laughter. Or busting her sides, whatever, same thing. No, it's not like that. She was smiling when she saw you smile. Didn't you notice? No, Shiro, like a lot of main characters in anime and visual novels, is pretty dense. He doesn't notice these things. She was smiling when she saw me smile? Does that mean she was making fun of me? Yeah, that's what it meant. I see, you interpret some things rather oddly. Mainly because of your lack of common sense. But you should torment yourself on that issue. Everything starts from questioning yourself. Kuh! What's that supposed to mean? With his usual comments, he leaves laughing. What does he mean? He leaves me with only suggestive comments. At least say goodbye to me, you idiot. Today's training ends when the sun sets. I'm near my limit and I have to get Tosuke to teach me magic tonight. I couldn't accomplish my goal of landing a blow on Saber, but I should have some of my energy for tonight. So, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Saber went to wash her sweat after me, or to wash off her sweat after me, so she won't be back for a while. And I'll probably just go stumbling into the bathroom again and see her naked again. Great. I'm home! Oh, you're preparing dinner properly, Shiro. Good for you, well done. I'm going to eat all of it. Fujine enters the living room energetically, heads straight for the cushion, and sits down. Unlike Saber, who has to sleep through half the day, she's like this 24 hours a day. I bet she's like this even when she's asleep. I can't imagine giving her like something like 5-hour energy or anything like that. Jesus Christ. Hey, Shiro, can I eat these apples? She asked me while looking at the apples on the table. I'm just gonna read everything in her voice. Go ahead. As you can see, we have plenty. It's necessary for each person to eat 3 a day. 3 a day keeps the doctor away. Really? Then we should make something like apple pie. Well, I mean you, though. Of course, because he has to cook everything. Fujine bites into the apple while saying something loosely. The only ones that on the table are the ones I've washed already, but I guess she's not the type to care about such things. Jeez, they're a get-well gift, too. Right, for my non-existent illness. Even though it was just a misunderstanding, shouldn't she be more thoughtful about a gift given by a friend who cares for me? I have to tell her clearly. Why the fuck? There's so many choices today. Or whatever day this is. Fujine, where's my gift? She might really get me to make a pie. I'll stay away for a while. Apples won't do. Eat some mandarins, Fujine. Fujine, where's my gift? I think I'm just going to be an asshole and go with number 1. I stop preparing dinner and take off my apron. When I wash my hands and go into the living room, Fujine doesn't have the apple in her hand anymore. Fujine, did you eat that apple? Yeah, I did. It was sweet and sour and good. I see. Then it's your turn. Give me a gift for what you've eaten. Gift? You mean oranges? I won't ask how you came to that conclusion. I'm just telling you to give me the gift you have for me. Don't tell me you forgot what you said before leaving this morning. Don't be rude. See, I have it right here. Fujine puts a strange paper bag on the table and empties it out. This is unexpected. I don't think it's like Fujine to remember about her promises. But what is that? For me? No matter how I look at it, it just looks like garbage. I mean, a mountain of stuffed animals. Why'd you get us stuffed animals? Stone mask? Are we gonna wear that throughout the rest of this visual novel? For Shiro, I have this Aztec stone mask. Your room's empty, right? It should increase the warmth a bit if you have this there. I feel like that'd give us nightmares more than anything. She hands me a heartful and suspicious mask fashioned like the sun. It's a thing about the size of a baseball with soft stuffing in it. Fujine, was this 100 yen each game? You probably ended up broke too. Yeah, it was a lot of work getting that. I never gave up, and in the end I had the guy working there take it out for me. She's laughing in embarrassment, but I am scared to think how bloody the fight must have been. Oh, Jesus. Please don't make that face. I also have a Chinese dragon, bat, crab, cow, snake, charging soldier. Fujine happily separates the mountain of stuffed animals. She probably just stole all the stuffed animal, like all of the stuffed animals in that fucking machine. A few stuffed animals roll off the table, and the living room becomes a mess in an instant. It's getting messy, but since Fujine seems to be having fun, I don't want to stop her. Well, I'll take it. You should clean up once you're done sorting them. Yep, I know. I go back to the kitchen with the stuffed animal in my hand. Then... She must have just passed by. I see Saber at the entrance of the living room in a really bad mood. That face. Ellipsis. Saber is glaring into the living room, saying nothing. Saber, are you done with the bath already? Yes, it was very nice. She answers in her usual manner, but she enters the living room unsteadily like she's sleepwalking. Saber walks like that to the table and stops right in front of a discarded stuffed animal. Oh, it's the lion stuffed animal. Taiga, is this puppet modeled after a lion? Ah, yeah, it looks like it. That's a baby lion. Saber is silently staring at the stuffed animal at her feet. Are these puppets yours, Taiga? I like those puppets over there. Yeah, do you want some? I can give you some if you want, Fujine asks Saber lightheartedly. Whoa, what is Fujine thinking? She should be able to tell that Saber is in a bad mood, so why is she asking her such a ridiculous thing? First of all, does she really think Saber would want such a thing? Do you want it? It's no good if I keep it, so I can give it to Saber-chan. Fujine holds up the stuffed lion, not noticing Saber's dislike. Saber takes it and... Please. Saber steps forward seriously and accepts it. Huh? My mind freezes. What kind of an illusion is this? Saber's holding that chunk of uselessness like it's really important. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Taiga. Don't worry about it. That's not a tiger. Hold on. There was something wrong with that comment, Fujine. But I'm surprised. You like this kind of thing, Saber-chan? Yes, I have longed for something small and cute. I have not had many chances to hold such a thing. Saying that, Saber looks down at the stuffed lion in her arms. That face looks like... What was that? I felt like I saw something weird. What was that about? Random... weird picture of her holding a lion? Okay. Could it be that Saber-chan likes lions? A rival? Saber nods with the same smile she had looking at the stuffed lion. It does not mean I like them, but I have a bond with them. Because I am one of them. I once took care of a lion cub, and I was happy that the child was attached to me. Okay, knowing what I know about her and who she is, where she came from, it doesn't make sense that she used to have a fucking lion. I don't know. So since that time, I've had feelings for them. Dragons. Originally, I was more linked to dragons, but... Apparently dragons used to exist. Well, then again, there is servants and magi and everything. I don't know why I'm questioning the fact that dragons used to exist. I see! A lion cub. Oh, aren't lion cubs like cats or something? Don't they bite and scratch and all? Fujine, are you retarded? More importantly, how are you a teacher? Yes, he was energetic enough to do such things. Oh, I guess that image we saw was like a flashback from Saber's past. I only took care of him for about a month, but I wish I could have been allowed to be with him until the end. I see. But that's hard. Lions get really large. A normal house can't keep them, so if you have them, let them go. If you have to let them go. Yeah, and they could also kill people, so there's, that little detail. Fujine nods to herself. I'm guessing they're hopefully talking about a lion cub and not a fucking adult lion. Knowing Fujine, she probably is talking about that. Saber is still staring at the stuffed lion. I don't know what sort of magic it had on it, or what sort of magic it had on it, but... A scene I shouldn't know about pops into my head. I know myself that it's something like dizziness. But still, I cannot shake it off. Her own memories. An event that really did happen in the past. Saber, rubbing her cheek against the lion, looks like a girl her age should. I don't know if this is just a momentary thing. All I know is that I find this dizziness special. The strange illusion disappears quickly, but my heart rustles. I feel like the illusion I caught a glimpse of is engraved in my head like a scar that never goes away. Preparation for dinner ends and the time is past 7. Fujine and Saber are in the living room and only Tosuka is absent. I wonder if something happened to her outside. I don't think Tosuka is the type to make that kind of mistake, but I think she does make big mistakes sometimes. I guess I'll go take a look. I should be fine by myself if I'm just going to go search around the house. Yeah, she probably snuck in. I exit into the hallway. The instant I try to leave, the door opens and Tosuka in her coat arrives home. I'm home. What? Are you greeting me in an apron? You look pretty good in it. Tosaka makes that humorous comment without even twitching her brow. She's scary. People who can put on a serious face while joking are the scariest. Tosaka, what were you... As I try to ask her what happened, I noticed the blood on her hand. A small stain of blood and a swollen index finger. Could it be that... Or could that be... Tosaka, I'm going to guess about something bad. You probably killed somebody, didn't you? What? I won't listen if it's anything stupid. It's not. Have you punched someone? Some knuckles. Correct. I gave that annoying Shinji some knuckles. Tosaka snorts and passes by me. I see. Some knuckles for Shinji. Now I understand the blood on her hand and the swelling on her finger. Hang on! Hold on. What do you mean you punched Shinji? You're being loud. He was being annoying, so I beat him up. Beat him up? You mean with bare knuckles? Usually that's what you would beat somebody up with, Chiro. Bear as it can be. A grizzly bear, too. What? Tosaka snorts again. A brief silence. I don't know what to say, so I just shut my mouth and cause an awkward silence. Let's go back to the main subject. You said you punched Shinji, but why? It's only natural I punched him. He was talking about things like joining him and you being useless, so I should give up on you. He said something stupid after calling for me, so I punched him to make sure he shut up. Or to make him shut up. Ellipsis. No, isn't that a little too short-tempered, Tosaka? You should know by now that she's pretty short-tempered in general. Or could it be... Did Shinji say something stupid enough to piss off the ever-calm Tosaka? I hope that's sarcasm. Why are you looking at me like that? I'll say this, but I'm the victim here. No, both sides are equally responsible, right? But still, why would Shinji say something like that to you? He said he wanted me to cooperate with him. Who knows? Maybe he thinks of you as a rival or something. He was acting weird ever since I told him I was living with you. What? Tosaka, you told him about us? He's just jealous that we have all these women living in our house. I want to harem too. Yeah, I did. I think it was yesterday morning. Shinji called me and said proudly that he became a master like me now. He pissed me off, so I told him that you were the same too. I thought he learned his lesson, but he was waiting outside my house for me a while ago. So, I told him I'm living at your house now and I didn't have any intention of cooperating with a half-assed master like him. What, was that bad? That's generally bad. Shinji is very conscious of Tosaka under normal circumstances, so this is like pouring oil onto a fire. Well, but still, I see. I get it now. I understand why Shinji only saw Tosaka as the enemy, and why he kept asking her to cooperate with him. In a word, he... But it's strange, isn't it? I wonder why he's so fussed up about me. Judging from his personality, I wouldn't expect him to want to cooperate with anyone. No. It's because Tosuke Rin is important to Mato Shinji. It's not strange at all. I think you're a special person for Shinji. His was a family of magi originally, right? Then I think he admired you since you were of the lineage of a Magus family like him, and you still retain the blood of it. That's why he's persistent about Tosuke. I think Tosuke Rin has been a target of his affections from even before the Holy Grail War started. I thought you'd be more creeped out by it, but alright. What? Well, I'm a bit happy about being liked, but still. It must have been a real surprise as Tosuke stands pondering. And of course I rejected him. Oh, I remember. Come to think of it, Shinji asked me out when I was a first year. She makes a terrible, "Gah, I forgot about it" reaction. I'll sympathize with Shinji just for now. I think we can all kind of sympathize with that. Even if Shinji is a complete douchebag. Whoa, no wonder he never gets enough of talking to me. I understand now. That's fine, so how did you reply? I bitch slapped him, of course. Oh, I think I rejected him. I can't stand it if I'm not the first to make a move in a contest. It's like I can't get in the mood unless I'm setting the mood, or like I don't feel like it if someone else starts a match. Tosuke ponders as if she really doesn't remember. I'm shocked. She must really live following only her own feelings. Tosuke, you suck at rock, paper, scissors, right? Huh? Wait, how do you know that? How do you suck at rock, paper, scissors? As I thought. Of course, she likes to make the first move. She would be weak against a later move. Use the soy sauce for that, Saber. Don't put mayonnaise on it, even by mistake. I see. Well, I saw Taiga do so I thought I should as well. Fujine is just playing around. She's not much of a reference, so be careful from now on. I see. I was referencing Sakura before, so he never warned me, but... No, I'm not angry. I worked hard to make it, so I just want you to have it at its best. So, getting back to the original conversation. Shiro, I'll take seconds. Give me lots of stuff in my miso soup. Alright, how about you, Saber? I bet you're hungry since you worked harder today. Or since we worked harder today. Not really, but I will take another just in case. Yeah, go ahead. If you also started recklessly raiding the fridge at night because you were too hungry to sleep, I'd die of shock. It'd be funny if she actually did that. Mainly because it's like really out of character for her. Hey, that's terrible. I told you that wasn't me. It was some burglar that raided the fridge. Yeah, that's totally believable. He broke into our house just to raid the fridge. Shots fired. Then could you tell that robber that she shouldn't just eat meat, but that she should eat vegetables as well? And tell her not to finish off all the desserts in the fridge as that's what she was after. Jeez, she's like a hungry animal or something. What? Don't call me a tiger! Whoa, I didn't call you that. Ow, hot. Don't throw the hot white radish, you idiot. Tosuka's just, doing her ellipsis over there, I see. Shiro, it seems the pot in the kitchen is boiling. Huh? Oh, hold on, Fujine. I need to turn the fire off. Alright, bring me some chicken and boiled egg and soy sauce quickly. Roger, and keep Fujine company, Saber. Yes, please do not rush your cooking, Shiro. I get up. Oh yeah. Why has Tosuka been quiet all this time? Tosuka, does dinner taste bad? No, it's nothing, so don't talk to me. She looks away sullenly. She's not the kind to drag that thing about Shinji out this long, so maybe something has irritated her. It's always something, isn't it? Dinner ends as usual, and Fujine goes home satisfied. Saber and Tosuka are in the living room, apparently watching TV. It was an awkward mood before, but since I've trained with Saber for the past 2 days, it doesn't feel awkward anymore. Alright, and yeah, the Tsukihime music, how could I forget? References! Saber, you can go to bed. I'll do the rest. No, I will stay awake until you go to sleep. I would also like to learn from Rin how skilled you are in magic. I see. Then let's go to Tosuka's room a bit earlier than usual. You don't mind, Tosuka? No, I don't mind, but you are getting along much better with Saber. Someone's jealous. For some reason, Tosuka says this with the same displeasure she had when we were eating dinner. I'll be waiting in my room, so come when you're done cleaning up. And I'll also be skipping school from tomorrow on, so come to my place in the afternoon. Well, that was out of nowhere. Tosuka leaves the living room, still in a bad mood. Shiro, did you do something to Rin? She seems angry. Did it seem that way to you too? I don't know. I didn't do anything to anger her. Should know that tsunderes are just naturally angry about everything. We both look at each other and tilt our heads. We have no idea why Tosuka's angry. Bipolar disorder. Then to start with, go ahead and strengthen this lamp. And the lamp breaks. You just have to strengthen the glass on the outside. She hands me an antique lamp. I sit down. I take a deep breath, holding the lamp in both hands. Tosuka speaks so easily, but I'm rigid all over with tension. Even though I do it every night, the reality is that the success rate is below 0.1%. Tosuka says she'll study the extent of my strengthening to determine the level I'm at, but she won't be able to do even that when I fail at the strengthening. That's no good. I shake off my idle thoughts. I concentrate my mind on the lamp. The blueprint of the lamp emerges. I could draw a diagram of the glass's material, shape, and even the flow of strength that would correspond to blood vessels in humans. So all I have to do now is put my magical energy into those blood vessels. I just have to do as I always do. The feeling of driving a burning metal rod into my backbone. All I have to do is stick that incompatible burning nerve into my body and familiarize myself with it. Once that succeeds, all I have to do is pour in the correct amount of magical energy for the glass, and... And break it. Oh, I broke it. I must not have been able to control it, as I put more than the proper quantity of magical energy into it, and as a result, the glass breaks easily. I look up at Tosuka timidly. As I thought this might be the case, but it really was. Tosuka's shoulders slump. What do you mean you thought so?
そんなの決まってるでしょ。あんたの才能のなさに呆れたのよ。そもそも基本がなってない。まったく。よくもそんなデタラメな方法で魔力を
Isn't it obvious? I'm just dumbfounded by your lack of talent. First of all, you don't have the basics down. Jeez, I'm impressed you can produce magical energy with such a ridiculous method. Tosuka, are you angry? I would never have guessed.
当たり前じゃない。こんな基本的な問題を抱えたまま鍛錬してきたあんたにも呆れてるし、間違いを正さなかったあんたの死には
Of course, I'm amazed you've kept training with such basic problems, and I even want to kill your teacher for not concentrating, or not correcting you. Too bad he's already dead. Why are you taking such a long route? I don't get what you're saying, but don't insult my father. It's my fault that I don't have any talent, so my father has nothing to do with it. Of course he has something to do with this. If you take an apprentice, it's the role of the teacher to correct the student. Well, you're right that it does no good to take it out on someone who's already gone, but still, your teacher got the first step wrong. Still angry, Tosuka takes out some kind of a can from her bag. It looks like a can filled with candy drops, something foreign children treasure. I've seen a lot of imitations in Japan as well. That thing has several varieties of candy, and the white one being the mint. Hold out your hand, Shiro. I put out my hand. Tosuka shakes the can and takes out a reddish candy drop. Alright, swallow that. Take the red pill, Shiro. Do it. Enter the Matrix. I put it in my mouth as instructed. It's not sweet. No, it has no taste, actually. And this feeling, it feels more like rock than candy. I forcibly swallow it down. Oh, ouch, my throat hurts. What was that, Tosuka? Why the fuck would you swallow a jewel? It's a jewel, of course. Couldn't you tell by looking at it? Straightforwardly, Tosuka says something outrageous. Yeah, you just swallowed a rock. A jewel? Why?
仕方ないでしょ。薬も用意してきたんだけど、シロを矯正するにはそんなものじゃ効かないの。だから一番強いのでスイッチを開くしかないなって。
I can't help it. I prepared some medicine too, but that sort of thing won't work if I want to fix you. So I decided I'd just have to open the switch with the strongest one I have.
いや、そういうことじゃなくてだな。なんだって宝石なんか飲ますんだよ。
No, that's not the point. Why are you making me swallow a jewel? I can't digest something like that.
あのね、不安があるならもっと別のことを不安がりなさい。ただの宝石じゃないんだから。
Hey now, if you're going to worry about things, you should be worrying about something else. It's not a normal jewel, you know.
今のはまだ分かってないあなたに無理やり分からせるための矯正装置。そろそろ解き始める頃だから気合い入れてない。
What I gave you just now is an enforcement tool that will let you find out about what you can find out about what you didn't know up until now. It should start melting right about now, so be prepared or you'll faint. Why are you telling me I'm gonna faint with... Just as I say that. The abnormality hits me. My body is burning. The feeling in my limbs goes numb. A lump of heat that can only be described as pain enters my back. I have to concentrate my mind at my forehead and squeeze it, or I won't be able to stay standing. What is this? I know it. I know this feeling. This is a failure. This is the reaction that happens in my body when I fail to construct a magic circuit inside me.
大丈夫。苦しいでしょうけど、今の状態を維持していれば少しずつ楽になる。
Are you trying to kill us, Tosaka?
もっとも、体の熱さだけは2、3週間続くだろう。
It's alright. It must be painful, but it should gradually get better if you can maintain that condition. Well, the burning feeling will continue for about 2 or 3 weeks, though. Yeah, that's only natural, of course. I want to answer her back, but I don't have the energy to do so. All I can do is try with all my might to stay standing.
いい？魔術師と人間の違いっていうのはスイッチがあるかないか
Okay,
な
the difference between a magus and a human is whether they have a switch or not.
このスイッチっていうのは魔術回路の
You should know that the switch is the toggle for the magic circuit.
ほら、そこにお湯を沸かせる電気ポットがあるじゃない？魔術師っていうのはそれなの。で、普通の人はお湯は沸かせない
See, there's an electrical pot that can boil water. A magus is just like that, and a normal person is a pot that can keep the water warm but can't boil it.
似たようで違うものなのよ。
We're similar but different.
お湯を沸かすスイッチのあるなし
The
は
question of whether one has a switch or not is beyond the grasp of an individual.
生まれつき、いえ、作られる時に電気ポットか保温瓶か分けられるんだもの。スイッチがない人には一生魔術なんて
When we are
体験できない
born, no, when we are made, we are separated into insulators and kettles. A person without the switch will never be able to experience magic.
いい？あなたは素人だけど魔術回路は確
Alright,
かに
you're
あ
an
る。
amateur, but you definitely have a magic circuit.
つまり適性はあるのよ。だから一度でも魔術回路を体内に作ってしまえば、あとは切り替えるだけでいい。
So that means you have the talent. So if you make the magic circuit within your body even once, all you have to do after that is to toggle the switch.
スイッチを押して自分の中でオンとオフを切り替えるだけ
You
で
just
魔
have to
力にな
press
る
the
わ。
switch and switch between on and off to produce magical energy. Sounds simple enough. I calm my breathing. As Tosaka says, it seems the situation won't get any worse if I can calm myself down.
魔術回路を作るのは一度だけでいいのよ。だっていうのに、あなたは毎回一から魔術回路を作って
You only have to make the magic circuit once, but you're trying to make the magic circuit from scratch and build it into you every time.
それは無駄なの。一度でも体内に確立したものなら、あとは切り替えるだけでいいんだか
That's just
ら。
a waste. If you establish it in your body even once, all you have to do is switch to it.
本来ね、魔術回路を成し得たものは、次にいつでも切り替えられる
Usually,
鍛錬
a
を
magus
受け
who
るのよ。
establishes a magic circuit next receives training to switch to it.
けど、あなたの死はそれをしなかった。だから毎
But
回
your teacher
死
didn't
の
do
危
that.
険
That's
性を
why you're
魔
building
術
a
回路
magic
を作
circuit
れ
and risking death every
真似をし
time.
ていえ、もしかしたらあなたの父親
No,
も
maybe your father
同
made
じ
the
勘
same
違いを
mistake
して
as
いたの
well.
かもしれないけど。
I breathe out. The feelings in my limbs slowly return.
ずっと間違って鍛錬してきたあなたのスイッチは閉じている。こうなっちゃうと力技でこじ開けて白の体
As
に
you've
スイッ
trained
チ
the
があ
wrong
る
way
と
for a
分から
long
せなくちゃい
time,
け
your
ない
switch
で
is
しょ？
closed. If that's the case, all we can do is to open it by force and let your body know that there is a switch.
いい？今の宝石はね、そのスイッチを強制的にオンにするものよ。だから白はずっとそのまま。元の状態に
See,
戻
the
りたか
jewel
ったら
just now is something
白
that
自身の
forces you
力でオフにする
that
しかない。
forces the switch to turn on, so you'll be like that forever. If you want to return to your original state, you'll have to turn it off with your own power.
それができたのなら、あとは宝石の助けなんていらないわ。以後は比較
If you
的
can
簡
do
単な
that,
精
we
神
won't
の
need
作
the
用で
you won't need the
あな
jewel's
たは
help
魔術
anymore.
回路を操
After
れる
that,
よう
you
に
should
な
be
る。
able to handle the magic circuit with a simple mental operation.
それは分かったけど
Get that, but can't I do anything about the heat in my body? And she talks about the switch, but what am I supposed to do?
もう喋れるの？
What? You can speak already?
自身のコントロールはうまいんだ。
You're good at controlling yourself, then maybe you can return to your normal state rather quickly.
スイッチそのものは今の状態を落ち着けよう早く楽になろうって体の方で
The switch will
勝手にやるに
automatically
してくれ
turn
る
off as your body tries to calm down and tries to get comfortable again.
あとはそのスピードを自分の意思で速くするだけ
All you have to do to hasten that process with your will, or all you have to do is to hasten that process with your will. See? It's easy, right?
いやだから全然わから
No.
ない
Like I said, I don't understand at all.
スイッチだなんて言われても
You say it's switch, but I don't feel anything like that.
今はそうだけどそのうち明確にイメージできるようになるわ頭の中にポンってボタンが浮かぶようになるから
It'll be like that now, but you should be able to get a clear image eventually. It'll be like a button in your head, so all you have to do is switch it on, and you'll be able to open the magic circuit easily. It's just like turning on a computer or something, right?
いいけどな
Easy, or light.
今はともかく気持ち悪
I
い
hope so. I just feel really sick right now.
でしょうねシロ今まで強化の魔術を使ったら
I assume
すぐ
so.
に魔術
You
回路を
always
閉じ
shut
てた
off
で
your
しょ
magic circuit after you use your strengthening magic, right?
今はその逆でずっと魔術回路が開いている状態だものいつでも全力疾走しているようなものだから
It's the opposite right now, and your magic circuit is open the whole time. It's like running at full speed all the time, so it's naturally painful.
けど魔術師ならそれぐらいは必須条件なんだからマスターとして戦うって言うんならスイッチのオンオフはきっとシロー
But
の
that's
助
an
けになる
essential requirement to be able to call yourself a magus. If you're going to fight as a master, toggling the switch will surely help you out.
分かってる不意打ちだったけど遠坂には感謝してる確かにスイッチなんてものが実
I
感で
know,
きるように
it
なる
was a surprise, but I'm thanking you. You're right, if I can feel the switch thing, it'll certainly be a bonus.
分かってるじゃないけど感謝される言われなんてないわよ私は協力者であるあんたが弱い
You
ままだ
understand
と
pretty
困る
well,
から
but there's no need to
手助け
thank
してる
me.
だけなんだ
I'm
から
just helping you because I'm in trouble if the person I'm cooperating with is weak. Tosaka looks away. And I feel like I'm about to pass out. It must be because my body is burning. Blankly, I think that the embarrassed Tosaka is cute.
何よ人の顔ジロジロ見て
What? What are you staring at my face for?
いや遠坂は素直じゃないなって
Nothing. I just thought you're not honest.
そうそんな軽口を叩けるなんて余裕あるじゃないエミヤ君そんなに元気なら続けて教えても
I
大
see.
丈夫
You
よ
must have
ね
excess energy if you're able to say such things. I can continue teaching if you have that much energy, right? Tosaka approaches me, smiling. Hold on. Hey, I can barely move my body right now. Rape?
それじゃ
Is that
あもう
what's
一度
about to happen
強
here?
化をしてみて
So, try your strengthening again.
今のあなたじゃ魔力のコントロールもできないだろうけどその状態に慣れてもらわないと
You
戦
should be
力
able to
になら
control
ない
your
わ
magical energy right now, but you'll be of no use if you don't get used to that condition.
大丈夫ランプは山ほど持ってきた
And
し
he's going to break
何十
all
回
of
失
them.
敗するかわからないけど強化が成功するまで休ませてなんてあげない
It's alright. I brought a lot of lamps. I don't know how many times you'll screw up, but I won't let you rest until you've succeeded in strengthening. Smiling, she hands the lamp to me, still barely able to move. Whoa, this is like telling someone with a 40-degree fever to walk on a long tightrope. Jeez, I didn't think I'd give up before you did. Tosaka blames me with her glare.
いや面目ない
I'm sorry.
私の見通しが甘かったまさか
30
30
lamps,
全部壊されるなんて思いもしなかった
My predictions were too optimistic. I never thought you would break all 30.
悪いけど今日の鍛錬はこれでおしまいよ
You're hopeless, Shiro.
シローの強化を
Get the
測
fuck
れ
outta
る
here.
道具がないから
Sorry, but that's it for today's training. There's nothing to use to measure your strengthening anymore. But I did try. I tried hard with a body that's burning like I'm in a boiling kettle. I tried hard, but it's just that the strengthening failed in spite of that.
あのさ ガラスが割れただけなら遠坂直せるだろ。
If it's just the glass breaking, you can fix it, right? You fixed the broken glass window before.
無理。あれは普通に破損したものでしょ。こっちはシローの魔力に耐えきれなくなって割れたものだもの。他人の魔力を帯びたものに干
It's
渉するの
impossible.
は
That
難
was
しい
something
って
that broke
覚え
normally.
ておいて。
This broke because it couldn't endure your magical energy. Remember that it's hard to affect something that carries the magical energy of another.
そうですか。
I see.
そうよ。いいからシローは休んでいいわ。
Yeah, don't worry. Go and rest. And go rest. I'll call it enough to have turned your switch on today.
コントロールできるようになったら、この
I'll
続きを
teach you the
教え
rest
るか
when
ら
you're able to control it.
休んでいいのはありがたいけど。
Phew, I'm glad I can rest, but what will you teach me after
何を
this?
教えてくれるんだ。
シロー強化しかできないんでしょ。前にそれしか使えないって言ってたけど、それならもう少し上
You
級
can
の
only use
変化ぐらい
strengthening,
まで
right?
持っていけ
You
るかも
said
しれ
that's all
ない
you can use, so then you might be able to take it up to the next level and use transformation.
強化と変化、それに投影の魔術について教わったことはない？
Have you ever been taught about strengthening, transformation, and projection magic? A little. Strengthening is used to strengthen something, as the word suggests. People tend to think of strengthening as hardening something, but it actually strengthens the object's effect. For example, swords will become sharper and lamps will become brighter. I don't think I need to explain too much for transformation either. For example, you can't create a fire with an edged weapon. That which attaches abilities beyond the normal effects is called transformation. And projection, I think, was...
投影ってなんだっけ、遠坂。
What was projection, Tosaka? I remember my father talking about it often.
強化と変化は知ってるんでしょ。なら投影もおのずと想像はつくと思う
You
け
know
ど。
about strengthening and transformation, right? Then I would think you naturally know what projection is.
まあ要するに物を
Well,
複
in
製するっ
short,
て
it's
魔
magic
術
that
よ。
reproduces something.
強化や変化みたいに元からあるものに
It's
手を
not
加え
magic
る
that
魔
elaborates
術じゃ
on
ない
something
わ。
that's already there.
基本的には無から1から10を
Basically,
全て
it's
自分の
magic
魔
that
力で
constructs
構成
something
する
from
ものだ
nothing,
から
so it's the hardest.
難易度けど魔力ってのは使い捨てでしょ。
Oh, but magical energy is used only once, right?
投影で作り上げたものはすぐ
So
に
something
消え
made
てしまう
with
の。
projection disappears quickly.
10の魔力を使って作り上げた投影の剣と1の魔力で強化させた剣とで
Comparing a
は
projected sword made with 10 magical energy and a strengthened sword made with 1 magical energy, the strengthened one is stronger.
強化は手を加えるだけでいいから効率がいい。
You only need to work on something that's already there, so strengthening is more efficient.
その点投影は魔力を使いすぎるからメジャーに使わ
In
れ
that
る魔
light,
術じゃない
projection
わ。
uses too much magical energy, so it's not that magic that's widely used.
あ、思い出した。そういえば親父もそんなこと言ってたな。
Oh,
割が合わないか
I
らやめ
remember.
ろ
I think my
みたい
father
な
was saying something like that. He said something about not doing it because it wasn't worth it.
そういうこと。さあ質問が済んだのなら終わりにしましょう。足元もおぼつかないようだ
That's
し
it. Alright, let's finish up if you're done asking questions. You seem rather unsteady, so I'll at least take you to your room. Yeah, I don't think we were in the condition to walk. I let her accompany back to my room. Or maybe we are, I don't know. I'm imagining her like carrying us back. And Saber is waiting for me at the doorway.
お疲れ様でした。
Well done,
二人とも。
both of you. I don't even have the energy to respond. I answer with just a nod and enter my room. Son, I'm
シローは
disappointed.
どうですか？
You failed me. How is Shiro, Ren? Utterly hopeless.
ダメ。すっごくダメ。あいつ才能ないわ。
Bad. He's really bad. He doesn't have the talent. It's a merciless statement. It's a merciless statement, just like Tosaka. And then, when I notice, I'm looking up at the night sky. Tonight, I didn't run away because I felt uneasy about Saber. I'm just feeling the night wind, finding my burning body and the things Tosaka taught me impossible to manage.
しかしスイッチとやらが本当に使いこなせるようになったら
But once I'm able to use the switch thing, then the problem is only the procedure.
一番簡単な強化をあんなに失敗するようじゃ
I'm worried about the future if I'm failing so much at the easiest magic of strengthening. I murmur and start to put my magical energy into the plank I brought out from the shed. A cracking sound. The strengthening failed as I expected, and the wood has a crack in it.
中の構造まで見えてるのにどうして
I can even see the structure inside of it, so why can't I control my magical energy? Tosaka said I'm straining too much. She also said I'm fine with just a small amount of magical energy, so I should just think about enforcing the weak spots in the object. In short, does she mean I should ease up a bit?
そんなこと言われなくても分かってるけど
I already know that without having her to tell me, or without having to have her tell me. The problem is, I don't have any way to ease up. It would be great if there was some good way to relax and... Guess who it is again? Footsteps that seem to seep into the night. This presence rudely approaches me for the second time.
なんだよお前に
What?
用なんて
I
ない
don't
ぞ
have any business with you.
それは私も同じだ。だが、リンが
I feel the same way, but it seems Rin is worried about you, so I could not overlook it.
というやつだ。
I throw the plank away, glaring at Archer. And then, Archer picks up the plank as if he's interested in it.
強化の魔術か。にしても
Strengthening magic, huh? But it sure is badly done.
どうせ半人前だよお前のマスターの手を煩わせて
Huh?
悪かった
I
な
know
って
I'm just an amateur, but I feel bad for putting extra work on your master.
いや、そうではない。これに関しては、リンも間違
No,
えている。
that's not it. Even Rin is mistaken on this matter.
それ
Huh?
は
What do you mean by...
元からあるものに手を加える。それは高望みしすぎだ。
Huh.
そんなことが
Working
で
on
きる
something that's already
お前
there?
は器用ではある
That's aiming too high. You're not skilled enough to do such a thing. What? He's saying what he likes when I'm letting him, but he is so correct, I can't answer. It's true that I'm unskilled, and it's my fault that I cannot succeed at the magic. It's no good taking it out on this guy.
どうした昨夜ほどの元
What?
気はない
You don't have the energy you did last night.
うるさいお前の言う通りだから黙ったばかり
Shut up. I just stopped talking because you were right.
俺が未熟なのが一方的
It's all
に
my
悪い
fault
ん
for
だ
not being skilled enough. I look away. I don't know how he took it.
お前はある意味死に恵まれていないのかもしれ
Maybe
ない
you were unlucky with your teachers in a way. Archer says so as if he's amazed.
そんなことないぞ親父も父坂も教え方
Huh?
がうまいんだ
That can't be true. My father and Tosaka are good at teaching, so it must be me that's a bad student.
だからだお前相手にはな何も分かっていない魔術
That is
師の方が
why, for you, a magus that doesn't know anything would suit you better.
天才には凡人の悩み
A
は
genius
分か
cannot understand the agony of an ordinary person.
るリンは優等生すぎるから落ちこぼれ
Rin
であ
is
る
too
お
good
前
a
の
student
間違い
to
に
realize
気
the
がつかない
mistake of a
から
dropout. I don't get what Archer wants to say. Saying that you're a terrible student. And you are very incompetent at this. I don't get it, but to guess from his words,
よくわかんないけどつまり
I don't get it, but I think you're looking
俺
for
に
a
喧
fight.
嘩売ってるのか
I'll take it right now, free of charge.
それも間違いだエミヤシロは格闘には向
That is a mistake as well. Emiyashiro is not fit for fighting.
お前の戦いは精神の戦い
Because your fight is supposed to be a
己
mental
との戦い
fight.
であるべきだ
A
から
fight with your own self.
魔術師の戦いは精神戦だって言うんだろうそんなの分かってるそれでも戦うなら殴り合うしかないじゃない
Hmm?
か
You're saying a fight between a magi is a mental fight, right? I already knew that, but still, a fight has to be an exchange of blows.
まったくこれではセイバーも苦労し
Jeez, Saber will be in trouble if you're like that. Archer looks down at me seriously. In his eyes are things I haven't seen before. Real dejection and anger.
一度しか言わんからよく聞け
Listen carefully because I will only say this once.
いいか戦いになればエミヤシロに
Look,
勝ち目などない
Emiyashiro has no chance of winning if it comes down to fighting.
お前のスキルでは
None of your skills will be of any use against a servant. That's something Saber said to me. She said that no matter what kind of clever scheme I use, Miyashiro has no chance of victory in battle.
ならばせめてイメージしろ。現実で叶わない相手なら
In that case, at least imagine it. If it's an opponent you can't match in real life, beat it in your imagination.
自身が勝てないのなら勝てるものを
If you cannot beat it yourself, imagine something that you could beat it with.
所詮お前にできる
After all, that is the
そ
only
れぐ
thing
らい
you
しか
can
ない
do.
のかな。
What? I don't know why, but it feels like Archer's words are naturally passed into me. I should not forget those words. I think that what this man is saying is something that should never be forgotten.
どうかしているな。殺すべき相手に助言をするなど。どうやら私にも
There's something wrong with
凛
me.
の甘さが映ったようだ。
There's something wrong with me, advising someone I need to kill. I guess the kindness of Ren is transferred to me. Archer disappears suddenly. Archer was just supposed to keep watch. I bet he jumped back onto the roof where it's fit for keeping watch. What's with him? I complained to the guy that disappeared. There's no reply. Ruminating on the words that linger horribly in my head, I feel the cold winter air on my burning body.